Take 9. I have had nothing but issues this morning, okay? Hopefully I can get this out. I'm already a day late. It's Monday. This is your full moon report in Pisces at 3 degrees. So the 3 degrees is basically creativity and joy, okay? And Pisces is already about compassion and creativity. The full moon is about completing a cycle or something ending. I feel like endings and beginnings has this negative connotation to it. So we're going to say completing a cycle because basically we are. Pisces is all about the higher consciousness. You're sympathetic, artistic. You love to please others regardless of reciprocation because you are love. It's a very compassionate, sensitive, loving energy, okay? It's creative, loyal. Your emotional reactions are instinctive. There's spiritual rebirth. You experience extraordinary intuition, psychic vision, and this could come out in dreams or just because some of us have one foot in the 4D already. This could also come as flashes, visions, visions in front of your eyes while you're awake. This you're following your heart and you're showing leadership in spirituality. It's unity, creating unity by exploring the inner male and female inside you, okay? You're completing union of both. It is unity. It's a peace. You're developing a new philosophy on it because you have a love for beauty and you experience things through your senses rather than your intellect. Now, male and female, these 3D paradigms, what we've been taught is the woman is the emotional, sensitive, nurturing being, and the male is the rational, logical, intelligent being. Well, we are the divine union. Us as humans, we are male and female, but we've been separated by society. No, you're a woman, you're too feminine, you're too emotional. No, motherfucker, I'm intelligent and rational too, okay? I'm just as logical as you, even though you don't view me as that, okay? And then for the males, they're taught that exposing your emotions, expose is negative connotations too, but revealing your, excuse me, revealing your emotions, you've been told that this is a weakness. No, this is a strength, okay? Because when you can be in touch with your feminine and your masculine side, you achieve perfect unity, okay? Wholeness, attainment. You are male and you are female. You have it in you. As a matter of fact, you know why males have nipples? And plug your ears if you don't want to hear it. Well, too bad, I already said it. Males have nipples because while our cells are building and we're actually being formed as an embryo, we're all females, okay? So you have that sensitivity in you. It's not something you can deny. And us females, we have rationale and logic and intellect. It's just played down, It's that you got to be dumb for the males to like you. Nah, I don't think so. But so the full moon in Pisces is about reuniting your male and your female essences, recognizing that in you, okay? And Neptune is still in retrograde, so it is about you. Granted, with Mars going direct, I mean, there is an external feeling of peace and unity, but that's not going to happen because there's too many people with the free will component. This is more about inner peace, okay? Connecting the rational and the intuitive, okay? The feminine and the male within you, the yin and the yang, the counterparts, okay? Blending the two halves, okay? And with the twin flames, there is that psychic telepathic connection that you guys are experiencing with each other as you are blending. And this is what the Pisces full moon is about. It's the blending, the perfect union, okay? Higher consciousness and spirituality. You're going to experience people that are unbalanced. There's going to be unpredictable situations, but you understand the human condition. The thing is, there's one last block, okay? If you've asserted your boundaries and you've been exercising self-love and self-care, there's one last thing you must do. And don't worry, you don't have to go to anybody for this. To achieve the male and the female unity within you, you must work on forgiving yourself. Okay, we've been working on being love and showing people our unconditional love, and you've been loving yourself. Well, here comes the second half. Now you have to forgive yourself, okay? Whatever situation it was that you were in, whatever made you feel helpless, made you feel vulnerable, or if when you were unable to do something, that situation is no longer present. That's in the past, okay? You are not that same person. You are not in that same situation. Therefore, you can do something about it. You can do something different. You can stop beating yourself up, because, you know, we're pros at kicking our own asses, right? Nobody can criticize us better than us, right? Okay, well, you gotta let that go. That's the last thing you have to let go. Surrender. Okay, surrender your anger and your hatred of yourself. Make peace with yourself. To truly love yourself, you must also forgive yourself for your own trespasses, okay? Last block. Hardest thing to conquer is stop being so hard on yourself and forgive yourself. Make peace. Okay, so water signs, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, you will be experiencing intuitive nature and spirituality. Pisces, it's in your first house of self. You're receptive, romantic, curious. You're imaginative in the way you express yourself and intuitive about other people. Home and family mean a great deal to you, and you remember your childhood with nostalgia. You want to be appreciated and admired and would like to be famous one day. Shadow side is being oversensitive, moody, and you have a tendency to dissipate energies. Cancer, this is going to be in your 9th house. Excuse me. A mental... Excuse me. I just ate some candy and like the powder slapped the back of my throat. Cancer is in your 9th house of mental exploration, a long distance travel, philosophical beliefs, study, higher learning, ethics, and moods. You're going to have happy experiences on voyages or travel. You have a receptive, imaginative, excuse me. And you're capable of delving into philosophical ideas. Oh my God, I just want to laugh. I guess I have a case of the giggles. I can't stop laughing. Okay, you're attracted by the unknown. In your work, you may delve into history or the past. At some time in your career, you're likely to benefit from in-laws or relatives of the person that you marry. Shadow side is vagueness, being too dreamy or impractical. You know, Scorpio, this is going to be in your 5th house of sex and creativity, enjoyment of life, resources, play, and self-expression. You're impulsive about love, and you tend to follow your heart rather than your head. You seek out pleasure, and one of your love affairs is likely to become public knowledge. And you may have a child who might become famous. The shadow side is you're overprotective and possessive of lovers and or children. So if you want your freedom, you must let others be free also, right? It's only fair. Okay, so for the fire signs, you're going to have dynamic energy, hypnotic effect on the public, and creative imagination. And this is for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Aries, this is in your 12th house of self-undoing, secret sorrows, secret dreams, endings, closure, healing, and spirituality. You're sensitive, receptive, and intuitive towards other people. You get easily hurt, so you try to hide your real feelings, and often you need to get away to regenerate, and you often need to meditate. Shadow side, you can be insecure, and you may experience possible disappointment through your mother or family member. Leo, this is in your 8th house of death and regeneration, your ability to deal with life, intimacy, sex, bonding, shared property, and resources. You can guide others in a spiritual way. You're a deeply sensitive person with a talent for healing. You have strong powers of suggestion, and you're interested in questions about death and the afterlife, and quite possibly have psychic ability that you can use in a practical way. You're highly responsive sexually, but your finances may be unsettled because of marriage or inheritance. The shadow side is you may suffer the early loss of a mother or a wife or a female energy, partner energy, or authority figure. Sagittarius, this is in your 4th house of home, early and later emotional security, family and roots, excuse me. There may be financial acumen in real estate or family possessions. You're protective towards your family. You are a devoted parent, or you may become a devoted parent. Congratulations. During your lifetime, you can expect to change residences often, and you like to live near water. During the later part of your life, you may achieve public recognition. Shadow side, you resist facing up to reality. It is what it is. Okay, air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. You are all experiencing clairvoyance and have a gift for touching others' emotions. You are intuitive. Gemini, you are intuitive about what the public wants. This is in your 10th house of career and public standing. You're involved with the public in career, professional, or social activities, and probably won't have much of a private life. Busy. There's a possibility that you'll change your occupation in midlife, maybe because it's taking too much of family and you want to concentrate on family at that point. But the moon brings career through, it benefits your career through women or female members of the family. Now the shadow side is you run the risk of having a public scandal, so behave, watch yourself. Libra, this is in your 6th house of service and health, responsibility, and organization. You may change jobs frequently until you find something that truly suits you. If you're unhappy at work, it's gonna affect your health. You may be especially prone to stomach issues. The shadow side is you could be unstable and indecisive about responsibility. Aquarius, this is in your 2nd house of material security, money and possessions, values, work, daily routines, and environment. Okay. You're tenacious. You have a sense of what is lucrative. Your security is on your mind, and right now you'll find that you have the ability to plan the future, to plan for the future. You're able to earn money creatively by using your imagination and through the public, selling, making appearances, networking. Your financial affairs fluctuate and tend to be unsettled. You're sometimes thrifty and careful, at other times wasteful and careless. So the shadow side is being greedy, being extravagant. You're spending money emotionally, and often it's not a smart thing. Okay, earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. You guys will have strength of purpose, perceptiveness, and idealism. Taurus, this is in your 11th house of hopes, wishes, and friends, social life, groups, and society. You're emotionally intuitive in dealing with people. Your easy social charm attracts admirers. At some time in your life, your goals will shift and friendships are likely to change. You have a flair for entertaining in your home. Shadow side, you're accessible to unreliable friends and scandals not of your making. Okay, so watch your friends, watch your back. Just remember, not your circus, not your monkeys. Virgo, in your 7th house of marriage and partnership, relationships, and sharing. You're responsive in partnerships. You're sensual in marriage. Security is very important to you in marriage and relationships. Chances are you'll marry a parental figure of some kind. Your spouse will probably be really protective of you, and you're likely to become popular with the public at some time in your life. Shadow side is you're changeable in your love relationships, which could also be a good thing, but there's also the possibility of divorce. Capricorn, this is in your 3rd house of communications, intellectual ability, siblings, friends, neighbors, and community. You're inquisitive. You have common sense. If you were to write a book or article, this would be successful. If you were to write about yourself or your family, you tend to think emotionally and have a strong imagination, but you dislike routine, and your life is marked by many short trips, always on the go. You have a good memory. You often change your opinion, and you make a good impression when working with people or appearing among the public. Now, the shadow side is being moody, unstable, and having the tendency to interfere in the lives of others. Mind your business. Okay, so we have a couple of supporting transits here. On August 27th, which is today, we have the grand Earth trine with Uranus and Taurus at 2 degrees, Saturn in Capricorn at 2 degrees, and the Sun in Virgo at 3 degrees. Okay, so that is practicality, material things and their substance, just possessions in general. It is stability, experiencing what is. Earth also represents the 3D constraints, the physical universe, and what being an immortal body places upon us, as well as being able to turn your dreams into reality, manifesting spiritual into physical. Okay, and there's a few transits that are helping turn our dreams into reality at the moment, but these are practical material aspects of human nature, and they're emphasized in your character with this grand trine. Okay, so it's all about genius and money and material things. Okay, and then on September 1st we have a grand fixed cross, which means focus, intent. It's going to require an emotional surrendering, a self-will. It deals with security, resources, and self-worth. It's basically the universe balancing out fair distribution of money and assets. Okay, and it's helps to get rid of the victim mentality by replacing it with hard work. Now, there's also, with these aspects, my goodness. Okay, well, start with the grand Earth trine. Okay, we had 2 degrees, 2 degrees, and 3 degrees. So it's balancing things out and working in harmony with joy creatively. And with all these things, where did it go? My information disappeared. We also have a kite formation in the sky with the full moon in Pisces sextiling Uranus and Taurus, sextiling Saturn and Capricorn. So this is basically telling us you need to fly like the wind. Okay, all systems are go. Mars is direct today. It's time to move. Live and love your truth. Okay, full moon in Pisces at 3 degrees opposes the Sun in Virgo. That is what activates this kite. You always got to have an active, you got to have an opposition in order, or a square, in order for things to be activated. So just know that it's all systems go. Nothing but forward movement from now on, as long as you love yourself, assert your boundaries, and the most important, forgive yourself. Okay, so we also have Jupiter still trining Neptune retrograde at 15 degrees Scorpio Pisces. It's the heightening of psychic powers, spirituality, unity, and a lot of peace, inner peace, because Neptune is retrograde, right? That's all about the internal. This is an extremely idealistic, esoteric time, and people are starting to understand their own power and capabilities, and they're recognizing that separation is an illusion. Okay, we were separated on purpose. More people are going to be turning to esoteric pursuits, and you may become or know a guru, mystic, healer, or spiritual teacher. Okay, and at the same time, we have the Uranus trining the Sun at 2 degrees. And Saturn trining the Sun at 2 degrees. And these are, the 2 is harmony, balance, teamwork. It is all about unity and working together intimately, one-on-one. So Uranus trine Saturn is practicality, efficiency, a lot of energy to be discerning. It's willpower and dedication while you're striving for perfection. It also, it's like fear of failure also. So you could be really critical of yourself, a little reserved. You're intense and extremely sensitive, okay? You're going to be wanting to look after others. You're patient, rooted, grounded, kind of stubborn. It's definitely a stubborn quality, but there's a lot of energy. You're willing to accept what is going on wholeheartedly. You accept what is. Okay, Saturn trining the sun, that's also a lot of energy, but this is self-discipline, commitment. There's a lot of light on restrictions and limitations. It's willpower and dedication. Oh, I doubled it. I put the wrong one on here, but it is pretty much the same thing. Saturn is order, limitations, commitment. The sun is energy and vitality. So there's a lot of attention on radical changes, awakenings, new ideas, recognition of limitations and boundaries and restrictions. Okay, and like I said, these are all assisting transits to the kites. It's time for you to soar and fly like the eagle. So that is your full moon in Pisces report for August 26th. See you guys in a minute for the weekly horoscope.